Okay, Monday Night Raw review. Orlando, Florida. Orlando. How do I get through this show tonight, huh? How do I get through this show tonight when it comes to Monday Night Raw? As we are 2 weeks away from SummerSlam, is anybody, I mean anybody, really that excited in the next 2 weeks for SummerSlam? I ask you, because there's some people I know that'll tell you that they are not. But Orlando at the Amway Center, where the Thunderdome had first started, over a year, well, not a year ago, well, around this time in August when they started going to the Thunderdome around this year. So it's kind of crazy now watching it back in its regular form of the Amway Center than it was in the Thunderdome throughout those several months, even though all the Thunderdomes look the same. But it started in the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida, and whatnot. But we did get the return of Randy Orton, which was announced earlier today. We have not seen Randy Orton over 6, 7 weeks now and whatnot. And I never really knew why Randy Orton was really gone, but Randy Orton came out. He got a very big pop. He said, "Welcome to Monday Night Raw." Next thing you know, Matt Riddle comes out with his scooter and he says, "Randy, I missed you, bro. I missed you, bro." And Riddle, talked about Orton. "We're happy you're back, bro." Because then he made a Simpsons joke, and you'll notice joke if you watch The Simpsons when he says, "Randy, that reminds me when my stepdad went out for milk 25 years ago and he never came." It's a very similar. Go look at Nelson Muntz. You'll see what I'm talking about. But it's very similar. Like he went to the store and he never came back, bro. He never came back. But Matt Riddle, though, so, we could make RK Bro again, which fans chanted Randy after that. Orton basically said that, Riddle, what makes you think I'm going to team with you again, huh? Why are we going to do this? And I work better on my own. And listen, like you work better on your own without my help or your stepdad and everything. But Riddle said, "Listen, man, you don't know what it means, man. You got a team. We got to do this, man. We're a good team." Next thing you know, AJ Styles almost came out. AJ started talking about Orton in, and you could taste the tension that's going on. You could say it's too sweet. Yeah, I'm sure you all know the joke to that. But AJ and them got in the ring, basically, being a legend killer and whatnot, and he thought Riddle was gonna be his friend. But as Orton talked about Styles, said, "Your ego ever since I've been gone in the locker room, you being the biggest jackass right here, right now, in this company and whatnot." But next thing you know, but yeah, basically talk about AJ's the biggest jackass around here, and he said would knock him out in this ring tonight. Orton, basically talking about I'm gonna give you a spoiler: the most deadliest letters in sports entertainment. He tried to RKO Styles, but Styles got out of the ring. He tried to go for almost, but almost pushed him off then out of the ring. And then next thing you know, Riddle tried to go for an RKO himself, but almost did grab him and he chokeslammed him in the ring. And that was a smart move, wasn't it? And Orton basically backed off. So the crowd mostly being back with RK Bro again and whatnot, which they were happy to see. Orton got a big pop, but they still want to see RK Bro at the same time reform as a team. Next, Baron Corbin, who's usually on SmackDown, apparently is here tonight because I guess since he's still down on his luck and trying to find something else, it's not working on SmackDown, so he decided to come to Raw, and that Jinder called him and whatnot, saying, he could face a man that could probably decapitate him since he has a sword, but it's risk versus reward tonight. Next thing you know, they did go to Drew McIntyre, basically talk about Corbin, you're a terrible human being, that you robbed the guy and stole his puppy. And then, he talked about the sword and the significance of it, because the sword, he said, is named after his late mom and whatnot, because he talked about how tough his mom was from having birth and even fighting all the way through cancer to the end and whatnot. And no one is going to get in his or Angela's way. So the sword does have some significant meaning and whatnot, as Drew explained, though. But as he came out when against Corbin, as the match went on, Corbin, Drew ended up setting up for the Claymore kick. Corbin basically begged them and whatnot, and McIntyre called him pathetic. But if you feel, I've started to feel a little bit bad for you. So how much money do you need just to get by for a few days? Get a hot meal and some shower. And Corbin says, "I want $100,000. But McIntyre, "About 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Claymore, and dead. And then Jinder in the squad comes out. And basically, like I said, Drew, he ended up winning the match. And this whole whatever gender thing, wherever this is going, is Will McIntyre, will he cut someone's head off with a sword? Could be a decapitation. I don't know. It's a sword. So maybe they're going to fight with swords. I don't know. Next, Jeff Hardy came out. Jeff Hardy, we have not seen the past couple weeks due to COVID and whatnot. And it seems to be Jeff Hardy is feeling better now since he's been gone for over 14 days now. He went against Karrion Kross again, which in my mind I say 50-50 booking. Apparently the original plan, as I said before, was Jeff was supposed to keep beating him, Kross apparently, and they would have brought in Scarlett, but obviously since they've been throwing Keith Lee against Kross, I guess they wanted to do Jeff Hardy again, and I knew it was probably going to be 50-50 booking. Kross got the win with the cross jacket, and then he hit another Saito suplex and the cross jacket again, leaving him there. So at least Jeff Hardy was back, but I figured he was gonna take a 50-50 booking thing anyway. So boom, there you go. And whatnot. But Kross, let's see what happens tomorrow night with him on NXT. Well, then again, it's basically fucking NXT. It looks like it's been a lot lately. Next, Alexa Bliss. A happy birthday to her, which got a big pop. Maybe it's because it's Orlando. Maybe because it's this girl's birthday today. So, I don't know, because I still don't think this gimmick is as over as people think it is, even without Wyatt. Bliss came out, and she went against Doudrop and whatnot. Eva Marie. I don't know. Bliss ended up getting the win. Still playing mind games and whatnot. Eva was pissed off at Doudrop, and then they kept showing a close-up shot on the doll. Who can wink now? The doll can wink, folks. The doll can wink. How many people really reacting to this feud? I know Bliss was over tonight, but how many people are really reacting to this feud, though? I don't know. Eva Marie, I don't even think they care that much. But at least, like I said, yeah, Bliss was over tonight. Miz and Morrison were in the back. Sheamus comes up. We're talking about their matches later on tonight. Because Sheamus ended up going against Ricochet. Not a bad match. I did like the crossbody onto the announce table, though. That was pretty cool. Ricochet Leg's about to get the win, but, as soon as he went off the top rope, Sheamus headbutted him with his mask, face shield, and whatnot. And then Sheamus hit a bro kick then after that. Priest came out and, was getting his face then after that. But next, John Morrison's music hit. Him and Miz came out as Priest went against Morrison then. Priest won, which I feel like it was his 3 times now. Like 2 pins last week. Third one, I guess this is the third one as of this week now. So a lot of pins on Morrison, and then he went to Miz then, pushed him against the ring steps while he's in a wheelchair. Priest got rid of the drip sticks, and Miz ended up pushing him off. So Miz can walk again now. Apparently, I must have forgot that Miz was in some baseball game not that long ago, some celebrity thing. So he already could walk, and I must have forgot about that. I thought he was still in a wheelchair due to he did have a legit injury, but obviously Miz is better now, and he jetted and ran to the back then. So I'm assuming Miz is healthy and clear, and he's out of the wheelchair after that. But Priest ended up calling out Sheamus again. He wants a title shot at SummerSlam for that U.S. belt. Sheamus, I don't care what these people think, but I accept your challenge. Priest in his own bro kick on Morrison there, and he says that's going to be you at SummerSlam. So, yeah, Miz, he's healed, folks. And we got another title match for SummerSlam, though. Mansoor and Ali talked about their tag match last week, which it ended up being T-Bar versus, what was it, Mustafa Ali. I'm about to say 50-50 booking. Well, T-Bar got the win, so, I don't know. T-Bar, Mace, Retribution. I have no idea where this is going, though. But, yeah, Mustafa Ali lost here. So, not much I can say about this. Reggie was in the back doing a photo shoot. Next thing you know, Kira Tozawa and Truth were in, janitor's clothes trying to catch him. Reggie ended up flipping and getting out of there as, Truth said, man, he on Xbox mode. He on Xbox mode before he just flipped his way out of there. So, Reggie, man, they like Reggie. They like Reggie. Bobby Lashley and MVP came out talking about Goldberg. There was some Goldberg chants. But MVP said, these false narratives are being spun around here. And that Goldberg, could have fought Lashley if he just issued the challenge, but you want to spear me instead. And MVP, started talking about Goldberg's kid. You need to tell your dad, man, he don't need to be showing up at SummerSlam, okay? You want to get involved and whatnot. Because MVP said, I've been speared by Goldberg, like being hit by a truck. I got, 4 bruised and 2 cracked ribs and whatnot. And, the only thing devastating is Goldberg spears Lashley's spear. People started chanting "What then?" Because he talked about, I can't play my own kids right now. I wouldn't put my own kids in danger like Goldberg did. But MVP talked about, like, he told his son, like, listen, man, tell your dad not to show up to SummerSlam. You better make sure he doesn't, all right? MVP said that Lashley will end his Goldberg's career. Goldberg, not Goldberg, but MVP say that listen, man, you guys go have time to watch Raw together when we done with him and whatnot. Lashley basically said, like, listen, man, you better tell you something after watch SummerSlam because what I intend to do to you, man, you're done. Okay, it's not gonna be next. You done. So good promo by both Bobby Lashley and MVP. Rhea Ripley talked about the whole almost superhero thing still going on, Nikki Ash or whatnot, and Nisha found her darkness because she's gonna destroy this whole superhero thing and the almost superhero. She beat Charlotte, so now she has to almost beat Ripley. I almost beat her. I didn't have to beat her. I almost beat her. Which it was Nikki Ash versus Rhea Ripley. And it's ended up being a no DQ. I feel like the crowd started getting quiet after a while throughout this show. But I don't know, Nikki Cross, is she really over Nikki Ash and whatnot? I don't know, and basically it was ended up in a DQ or no contest. Charlotte came out, beat the living hell out of both of these women and whatnot, leaving them on the ground. So yeah, not much you could really say to this. Yeah, Charlotte beat the hell out of both of these women. Then basically cut a promo after in the back, talk about, if they're on my level, they would have anticipated that attack, and she's going to take that belt back at SummerSlam. We had an Elias video where he had this guitar and show footage of him getting hit by a guitar by several people, but then, talk about, Elias wants WWE still for walk with Elias, but now Elias is dead. So Elias, he's not a musician anymore. I guess he's going to be something different now. He's gotten rid of the guitar. No more music from Elias. What will he be next? I don't know. So at least that does interest me. But in the main event, though, we got Randy Orton versus AJ Styles. Good match and whatnot. Especially Orton being gone for 7 weeks. I almost tried to get involved. Riddle stopped him. Orton ended up getting an RKO as AJ went for the phenomenal forearm. So he hit him in midair. Riddle got back in, tell him not to leave, whatnot. You got to do this, man, for the people. So then they hugged each other. They raised the arms. And then, of course, Orton RKO's Riddle. Leave him on the ground, basically kind of smiling, laughing. And even on the commentary saying, are they back together? Are they back together? I don't know. But I thought that was funny at the end, though, all right? That I did. I thought it was hilarious. So, yeah. Thought it was hilarious. Throw the last RKO at the end. But yeah, Raw is Raw. What can I really say? We're 2 weeks away from SummerSlam. Other than the returns and whatnot, a couple things. The rest of the show is probably just matches you've probably seen last week or two anyways, or rematch, rematch on rematch, or rematch on rematch, or whatever they got going on. I don't need to see Morrison versus Priest. I feel like I've seen that forever. I don't even know how long. But at least there was some decent crowd reactions and whatnot for some people that came out too. And whoever was returning a big pop. But, RK Bro, are they back in business? Are they back together? I don't know, okay? But other than that, I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace out. You know how the whole thing goes. I don't think I need to repeat myself because I think I've done that enough. But yeah, out of here. See you guys later. Peace.